Father's Day 2024. I did my shout outs to some fathers, my 3 sons, not my dad, my 2 brothers. The 3rd one is no longer with us, so I couldn't give him a shout out. Or maybe I could have, even though he's transitioned. I could have gave him a shout out. Sharif, happy Father's Day. Look over your children. Look over your children. And the last I heard, he's a granddaddy. You passed that 41 5 years ago. Okay, my 2 uncles. No, my 3 uncles. A cousin, my 2 brothers, my 3 sons. Anyway, I gave Father's Day shout outs. No, my father didn't get one because he's horrible at fatherhood. So he might have got some from his other 2 children, but he didn't get it from me. And me and my husband separated on Father's Day, or the day after Father's Day. I like to say Father's Day, because 2 years ago on Father's Day, he told me he had a fucked up Father's Day. I had just bought him a computer, not on Father's Day, but maybe a week before, a couple of days before. I bought him a brand new computer. And I said, I'm having a procedure done, outpatient. They're gonna put me to sleep. And they said somebody has to help me home. He was in government shelter, residential shelter, so they can help him with housing. I had an apartment, but I got tired of saying, put this back, put that back. Why are you messing this house up, this and that? So I didn't put his name on the lease. He did help me move. After I got there, I didn't say get out, because he had to check in the shelter. They had a curfew every night at such and such a time. And he would say bye, go to the shelter, and get a note. Oh, I'll babysit my grandkids. So he did little things that he can leave out and come in, leave out and come in. Bottom line was, 2 years ago on Father's Day, that was it. I said, I'm done. Because when I spoke to you, you told me you was hanging out where you always hang out, East New York, and you was having a good time with the fellas. And I let you have a good time with the fellas. Because had I called, they would have been, there go your wife again. You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. So I left you alone. All I said was the next day, be there with me. You know I'm scared of this procedure. You know I'm scared of Michael Jackson propofol. Please be there. And you hung out all Father's Day and then gonna tell me, I'm sorry, I can't be there with you. Did your crew tell you that? I had to stop medication that would have killed me had it been in my bloodstream. When they put me to sleep for the procedure that I have to take every day for the rest of my life, minus procedure, and you knew I stopped the medication, and you didn't come, so I couldn't go because they would have been like, who's going to take you home? That's it. I said, that's it, we're done. I made that tough decision. I cried the next 2 years. I cried, I bitched, I moaned, I hollered, I screamed, I cursed that motherfucker out. And where am I at today? 2 years later, accepting. I don't even like to say that I'm accepting, but I done come to terms with my marriage is probably over. We just didn't finalize it with a divorce decree. But I visited his house one time, and in 2 years I haven't been to his house, and in 2 years he hasn't been to my house. And somebody is coming, so I gotta wait until they leave, and then we'll talk again. So I see them on the CCTV surveillance. Wait till they leave. I usually have the lobby to myself. Sometimes this door doesn't lock, so let me go check that, make sure it's locked. Some people say goodnight and some don't. I'm not going to volunteer goodnight, so I'll just check the door. Be right back. In 20 minutes, I got to do perimeter patrols. So I guess this won't be long. But I'm just reflecting on 2 years being maritally separated. And I got a Mother's Day shout out from him through text, heart emojis, rose emojis. Emojis helps. What real flowers, like back in the day he used to stalk me when we had our little breakups. And no stalking, even if he was bringing flowers, none of that. Okay, stalking is toxic behavior anyway, so I shouldn't be welcoming that, but he don't get no Father's Day, happy Father's Day from me. I don't think he's a fantastic father. He's an okay father, but he's not fantastic. And that's the date after 28 years of knowing this man, loving this man, giving my heart, my soul, my mind, and spirit and body to this man, it's kind of over. So why would I say Happy Father's Day? Happy breakup day? Father's Day will never be the same for me with him. But to reflect, I was getting shout outs to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some people that I did the shout outs, they ain't even say thank you or whatever. But some people said Happy Father's Day to me because they know I've been picking up the slack. And so there's somebody, I believe she picks up the slack. And so I called her and said, I'm getting shout out calls Happy Father's Day because they know I'm picking up his slack. She bust out laughing. I said, so if you picking up the slack too, then I'm going to say Happy Father's Day to you too. She cracked up laughing. I like this girl because she thinks I am so fucking hilarious, yo. Every time I open my mouth to her, she gets a big laugh. Like, she think I am hilarious. Like, you need to be on stage. Okay, let me wind this down. It doesn't matter if I love my husband or not. Did I want the marriage to end? No. I fought for it the 2 years that we were separated in terms of crying, angry, bitching, moaning, howling, screaming. 8 months of the 2 years, no contact, no speech, no nothing. Changed my name legally. I'm not representing Farmer. You crazy? Fuck him and his name. My husband always used to say, you are a representative of me. And I tried to be his better half, second half, other half. And I'm supposed to represent your name under separation and how you have handled the marriage, the demise and destruction of it. I know a lot of women, not a lot, a couple of them. Didn't you tell me you divorced? Didn't you tell me you're not with your husband no more? Didn't you tell me you broke up? Why are you keeping his name? Why are you keeping his name? I never understood that. And some women want to keep the same name that their children have. Okay. My children, last name is Birch. I wanted to be a Birch so bad. And I had to subscribe to Ebony magazine, subscribe to Jet. They don't care what name you use. Just pay the subscription. We mail you the magazine. Ebony, Jet, Money magazine, whatever magazines I subscribe to. And they said, what is your name? I will say Birch, Samantha Birch. And I just love to check the mailbox and see something that said Birch on it. And then when that relationship was over and I had to pick up me and his children from public school and go to 288, open school night, the students, the teachers, everybody say, Miss Birch, Miss Birch, Miss Birch. I didn't embrace it. This is what I wanted in marriage, but when that didn't happen, when he started other families, I was like, fucking call me no Birch. That's my children's name. That ain't my name. So, today, legally speaking, well, I have never been a Birch. And legally speaking, my name is no longer Farmer, even though I'm still married. And my husband wants to check in every 88 days, see how I'm doing. I'm like, for what? That harms me. That gives me hope in the back of my head that you're going to fix this. But it might not even be about fixing. It might be about, I done moved on. I feel guilty that I moved on. But I know you're hurting about this breakup, but I'm with her now. Or him. And I'm just calling to make sure you're okay. I'm good. I'm good. You can't call me every 88 days and see how I'm doing. So, I told myself, stop arguing with him, and I told him I'm not gonna argue, bitch, holler, moan, curse you the fuck out. Smart words, words that hurt. As long as I don't sleep with you and part my monies with you, that's it. You want to call every 88 days? I'll try and be cordial. Hello, how you doing? I'm fine, I'm good. And that's it. A few times I told him what's going on with me and the children. That's none of his business at this point, because he opened up about some things with my in-laws. None of my business. But it seemed like he slowly, I don't know what to describe it as, but he's devastated. He done let me know, you took your name, which was my name, and I can call you anytime I want. On my phone, I do what I want. We are still married. But you took my name. I don't understand. Only thing I can gather from that is he's very upset I legally changed my name. I was supposed to keep the Farmer name and keep the bullshit that was going on in my marriage. And as long as I did that, he was good. Until I defended myself and took steps to let him know I'm not playing, it cost me. It cost me. So, it cost me. So, I texted him yesterday because he'd been telling me he's seeing a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist said he has anxiety and anger issues. I don't know what to believe, but I'll take him at his word. I told him maybe both of us hurt each other, and if you need to heal and you took steps to heal, and promoting your healing is seeing a psychiatrist, then I'm proud of you. Get the help that you need, get the healing that you need. And every time I talk to the psychiatrist, your name or our subject, marriage, is the main topic. And his psychiatrist suggested to him that to control his anger issues is to practice talking to me, even if it's every 88 days. So, I'm not going to get bent out of shape. The man that lives in Philly, that works in Showboat, that's the handyman at my home in Jersey, that I'm 10 years older than, Orville from Jamaica. I slept with him maybe 6 months ago, 2 times. It was nice. And he told me when I'm with him, I'm with him. He has another woman. Both of us is 58 years old. I said, tell me about her. I'm not going to tell you about her. I'm not going to tell her about you. I'm not going to say one is better than the other, cook better than the other, prettier than the other, got bigger titties than the other. None of that. He says, when I'm with you, I'm with you. When I'm with her, I'm with her. He picks me up at the bus depot station. He drives me to the house. He do repairs in the home. I should have been good with that. And say, honey, can I see you? And he would have made time to see me. I guess I made the mistake after 2 times of having sex, which was all right. And then, he gave some therapy to my back because I got blotches, and he put some peppermint type of musk oil and rubbed my back, and it was nice. I said, can you please eat some pussy, please? This is something I'm used to. He said, I don't do that. You can suck my dick, but I ain't gonna eat your pussy. And I said, well, we can't do this no more. All of that to say, 2 years of separation, I slept with somebody else, one person, 2 times. That's it. So if I had sex twice, 24 months separated from my husband, and slept with nobody else, the last time I slept with my husband was 14 months ago, after we saw the Spinners in concert, April 2023, Atlantic City Resorts Casino. So, I'm not sitting there horny as fuck, I need dick, or I would have found dick. The job at the shelter, there's 2 men. I was gonna sleep with both of them, not at the same time. They both know each other, but they don't know that they both was courting me or wanting to get with me. But I confided in one of them that I'm very injured from my separation. I can't take no more heartaches from the black man. It might land me in the psych ward. And he backed off. He was like, I'm not into harming women to that degree. And if you fragile like that, I'm gonna leave you alone. And he left me alone. Every time he see me though, what's up, boo? I'm like, what's up, boo? And the coworkers is looking at us all funny. but he keeps his distance. He don't call me to hang out, nothing. Before I told him I'm fragile and not feeling well, he said, let me get some pictures. I did show him what my titties look like. He got a topless photo of me. If he showed his homeboys, they keeping it to themselves. And I don't give a fuck if he did. I'm pretty sure they know what titties look like. So I'm not, oh my God, they saw me naked. As far as I'm concerned, he's being respectful of not trying to harm me. And I don't feel harmed. And when I see him, it's hello, how you doing? It's very cordial. Now the other guy, he saw me topless because we did some phone sex. We put the phone on Skype or video, and we both was in our separate homes, on our beds, masturbating and everything else. We haven't had time to get together sexually because I have other jobs I go to, and we don't do it on site where we work because we don't want to lose our jobs. And I told him that I gave somebody else in the building a topless photo of me. He's okay with that. He didn't say who it was. He knows somebody in the building. And it's been a good 4 months. And he's publicly in the building, hey, how you doing? And giving me hugs. So people might say, oh, they trying to be an item or whatever. But he bought me breakfast once or twice out to 7-Eleven. No major breakfast, but it was still something. He calls me, but we can't seem to link up. And the days we were supposed to link up, we didn't, and I was upset about that. All of that to say, 2 years after I'm separated, I'm good. Because somebody on the planet Earth is interested in me. Eventually, I'm gonna sleep with this man, born in Jamaica but raised in Guyana. And when we did that phone sex, he got a big Johnson. Shit, I'm like, oh my God. His shit is long. His shit is long. He got inches on his shit. He might hurt the shit out of me. He's well endowed. And I'm 58 and he might be 50. So I'm glad he works every day. His job is $24 an hour. In the migrant shelter, I'm $24 an hour, 24 hours a week. And he's 5 days, sometimes 6. He's in Brooklyn somewhere. And eventually, I'm gonna be nude naked in this man's arms. And that's gonna be my new man. Even if we jump the motherfucking broom, because we don't need nothing what the government say. and I'm going to treat him like a husband without divorcing the man I'm married to now. Me and my husband do know that this marriage is not going to end by a government divorce. We both waiting on who going to die first. Somebody else is coming out the building and it's 10:30, so I'm going to say bye-bye. I got to do my perimeter patrols. My marriage, that's the state of it 2 years later under separation. Good night.